Get you some. Oh yeah! Mate, it's lucky she can cook. Wow! G'day lovelies, welcome back. Alrighty, next on our hit list, flapjacks. Invented in the 1500s, the word flapjack comes from flap was a verb for flip or toss, and Jack was a nickname for John. So in today's language, they would be called toss johns. What is a flapjack? So from what I can tell, it's a fat pancake. So let's make some tossers. Recipe written below as always. 2 cups of self-raising flour, half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1 cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 eggs lightly beaten, 45 grams of butter melted, and we need some extra butter to whip up. So traditionally flapjacks are served with maple syrup and whipped butter. So first thing we need to do is get out the extra butter that we want to whip to serve. Now I've got roughly 150 grams there because that's what I had left over. So I always say leave the butter on the bench, wait for ages until it softens right up at room temperature, and then the camera goes off, and so I'll beat it when it's still cold, and I can tell you exactly what happens. Around the 4 to 5 second mark, the butter leaves the bowl and it manages to hit every single thing in your kitchen. So leave it sit out until it's really soft. So the first thing we want to do is get our soft butter, and we want to whip it with a beater. I just do it on low until it looks whipped. Alright, I whipped it for about a minute and I think it's had enough. So in a medium bowl, we want to sift 2 cups of self-raising flour. So if you're out in the bush, don't worry about sifting if you don't have a sifter. Just stir a little bit harder. Okay, we want to add half a teaspoon of baking powder and then stir it through and set it aside. Into a jug, we want to add 1 cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of honey. Now we want to grab 2 eggs and just beat them up in a bowl first with a fork. So we add the eggs and then we whisk it up really well. Now we get 45 grams of butter in a small saucepan and we want to melt it down. Once our butter's melted, we want to mix it into our milk mix. Now if anybody's seen the hair on the handle of the whisker before, it's okay. I got to it before it hit the food. The only thing I can say about that is hair is optional. You can add it if you want. Alright, now we want to put it into our flour mix and whisk it through. Alright, so you end up with a nice thick batter. Maybe they should be called tossers, then it will explain why the pancakes are fat. This is why I don't do videos in the morning. I'm out of control. Alright, once that's done, we want to get out a medium fry pan. Alright, we want a pan on a medium heat. We want to use a little bit of butter or margarine, and we want to put it in each time we're putting a new pancake in. 2 tablespoons of mix. You can always neaten them up a little bit if you want. Alright, so we want to cook them until they're a beautiful golden brown either side. Then what you'd normally do is you can put them on a plate and then cover them with a clean tea towel. And well, there you have it, lovelies. Flapjacks. Mate, give them a crack. Your family are going to love them. They will be your new Sunday favourite brekkie. Each batch makes approximately 10. I usually serve them 3 to a plate. And you really can put anything you want with them. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves an awesome day. You know me. I'll be back. Toodles.